have more hormonal fluctuations than us.
Yeah.
Y'all more sensitive to hormonal fluctuations and lifestyle things, lifestyle factors such as sleep, such as stress, right? So that's why you probably heard from some people that intermittent fasting is not good for women hormones.
Yeah.
But the reason
Yeah.
why they say that is because they're banking on the woman who is doing intermittent fasting. She's not eating enough. So what was our conversation about, Manila, once again?
To stop obsessing about like what I'm really eating, like counting the
That's
calories,
my
counting the
point.
carbs, and I was doing like I know like the workouts I was doing a lot,
Right?
and for some reason like I told you like last week I told you like okay if I'm just eating in a calorie deficit I'm just working out like why wouldn't I? But stepping back I'm realizing like it really was a problem.
Right. And but here's also the thing too. So you said this morning when you weighed yourself earlier,
Yeah.
you was heavier, right?
Yeah.
And you weighed yourself again before or after the walk?
It was before the walk, before I ate. So I was like, you know what, when I
Couple
came home.
hours, right?
Yeah.
So that just tells me that Manila is doing so much that she's forcing her body to retain water.
Water. Okay.
So if you magically just drop almost a pound and the day didn't even start and you didn't do nothing crazy,
Yeah.
you didn't even work out, stress.
Okay.
That matters.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So when you see 184 on Friday, lunch on you. Yeah, for stressing me out.
Yeah.
How about that?
I'll be very excited.
I'm messing with you. But good job. I'm actually excited that you joyous. You got laughter again. That's all I care about.
Yeah, because last week was horrible.
Yeah,
It was.
and I feel you. And it will be horrible for a lot of women. But I can. There's a good amount of women. I see some people on this call right now who experience. Matter of fact, Sandy, that's a perfect person who experienced what you just experienced. You know, and then I had to tell Sandy, hey, you got to take a step back, relax. You know what I'm saying? Focus on the little things. It's not really the food choices. The reason why is because somebody like Sandy, her skin color was always purple at one point in time. Right?
Yeah.
So now it's your lifestyle. You're doing too much.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
I believe you now. I really believe you.
I don't know everything, but I know a little bit about how to lose weight. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Okay? Nothing
No, I
crazy.
believe you. It was, I got to slow down.
Okay? But I'm
Yeah.
glad you're good now. Do you have any questions just in general or no? You
No, I'm good. I'm good. Thank you.
All right. All right, Manila. Well, we'll speak Friday or whatever day you schedule, okay?
Okay. No problem.
All right, boss. Miss Wilson, how you doing?
I'm good.
How was your Valentine's Day weekend?
It was good. I just think I probably had like a drink too many and more than one cheat meal. So I'm just trying to make up for that right now.
Okay. So, you know what? If you don't mind me asking, because I know a lot of my clients is a little bit hard on themselves, right? Especially when they're trying to lose weight and they see the scale start fluctuating or start going up. So, just so I can hear it, what I want you to do is tell me the worst day that you had this weekend, okay? And tell me everything that you ate and drank on that day, just so we have an idea.
I would say the worst day was Saturday because like I had like a ham and cheese omelet, but I'm not like I had potatoes with it. And then like we had went to Morton Steakhouse, but I didn't really do bad there because I had like the steak, lobster, and some asparagus. But I had a glass of wine, and then like when we got back to the hotel, like I had like a couple of tequila sunrise because I didn't have my crystal light with me, so you know.
Okay.
Yes.
So, out of everything that you just mentioned, what was the worst thing that you had on that day and why?
I would say the potatoes and the wine and the tequila. I mean, the orange juice and the whatever and tequila sunrise.
Okay. So, now I want you to be specific. You said potatoes, you said wine, you said tequila sunrise. Which one's the worst one out of all three and why?
Um, I would say probably the tequila sunrise. I'm thinking it's probably more sugar in that than the like carbs than the potatoes.
And you're 100% right.
Yeah.
And how many times have you ever got full off a tequila sunrise?
Never. It makes you hungry afterwards. I ain't gonna lie.
You see, that's why Jamie Foxx said blame it on the alcohol.
Yeah.
Okay? So that's why for anybody who's really trying to lose weight, if you're seeing that the scale's fluctuating, but you also know I'm having a drink or two, it's going to be the drinks.
Yeah.
Not really because of the alcohol in it. Of course, if you're getting a mixed drink, right? Now it's alcohol coming with sugar. That's a double whammy for your liver. Now your body's gonna be inflamed. Now you're gonna definitely retain a little bit more water. But also it makes you hungrier. So now your judgment or your discernment goes out the window.
Right.
So now you're like, oh man, it's 1 o'clock in the morning. I'm in this hotel. Uber Eats is sounding amazing to me. Now you're eating some Uber Eats.
Yeah.
Little things like that.
Right.
Okay. But
But I didn't do that at least.
yeah, but all in all, it don't sound like that day was really that bad.
Hmm.
What I would recommend next time is if you really want a mixed drink, you don't got your Crystal Ice with you don't got your meals with you, which is fine. Opt for a skinny margarita that got less sugar in it than a tequila sunrise. Okay,
Hmm.
and it still kind of resembles the taste of a margarita if you want something sweet.
Right.
Notice how I didn't just say drink straight shots because I know you're not gonna drink
Right.
that.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Did you have any other day that was kind of maybe a little bit off or no?
Um, only thing I could tell you because like where we stayed, they had happy hour, so you get two free drinks. So you know me, I'm gonna take advantage of it because it's free.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
So that was like pretty much it. Cause like Sunday, like I did eat a little potatoes again in the morning, but I didn't really eat bad when I got home. I don't think.
Okay.
No, I did. Yeah.
Okay. So it sounded like you was fully aware of what you was doing, right? So
Yeah.
Danielle, that's
Yeah.
all I care about, right? I don't care for none of these women on this call right now. I didn't expect nobody to lose weight over this weekend. Let's put it like that.
Hmm.
But what I did want you to do is prevent yourself from gaining 4 to 5 to 6 pounds.
Well, I kind of probably did like three, but I kind of figured like some of it was water weight because I know me, like I know when I drink, like I gain water weight. I'm not saying all of it was. I really wouldn't know until tomorrow, but I'm thinking about starting my fast today. Because I did like your recommendation of like eating more protein. So like I had the burger today with the cabbage, but it was like a bigger one, so I didn't eat two because that was like the size of two. And I feel good. Like really, right now I'm not even really that hungry. But I will eat, again if I'm starting to fast tomorrow. I mean today.
And if you do decide to eat again later today, what should it be?
Protein,
Better yet,
right?
specifically what?
No, meat.
Finish off what you ate earlier.
Oh, well, I ate all of that.
Oh, you ate all. Okay, all right. I didn't know you ate all. That's all I'm saying. Like, okay, you don't gotta cook twice if you already got a meal
Well,
right there.
I still had the cabbage though. I still had that, but of course
Okay.
I ate the cheeseburger.
Yeah. So I'll put
Yeah.
it to you like this, Danielle. Let's say hypothetically you was like, hey Trey, I know you're gonna tell me to fast, but I'm really ducking this fast, right? I really do not want to fast. What I would tell you to do is if you really feel good right now,
Mm-hmm.
call it a day. You can have another snack. I don't care if you grab some yogurt. I don't care if you grab some berries. I don't care if you got some like legendary chips at your disposal and you have something like that.
Mm-hmm.
But if you do it right today and you shut down your window early, I'm talking about like in the next 30 minutes, I
Mm-hmm.
would not be surprised if you end up with color in the morning. And if you end up with color in
Okay.
the morning, do you have to fast?
No.
There you go.
Yeah. What if? Because I like Because honestly, I didn't eat till like 1:30, and I will eat like as soon as I get off of here. But what if it was like a salad? Because I did get like that. I think it's by something Hughes, like they sugar free vinaigrette, and it was pretty good. And I did get the spring mix, and maybe I just eat a little meat with that.
If based on what you just said, do you think I'm gonna approve or no?
Approved.
Why?
Because there's nothing bad about what I just
You see what I'm
mentioned.
saying?
Yep.
So everything that you said now, I'm having a salad, which I already know that's Danielle's favorite, right? But if she's
Yeah.
using everybody else's dressings, there's no purpose of you having a salad. So if you went out your way, which you already did, and grabbed the G's Hughes dressing, and you already said that it's pretty good, right? You add some protein into it, that's perfect. You can call it a day after that. That is considered
Okay.
a light meal. Once again, salads is not bad. It's the base of the salad. Once again, it should never be lettuce based. Just straight up lettuce. Iceberg lettuce, romaine lettuce is a little bit better, but not lettuce based. And if you put some protein on top with a better dressing, I don't care what you do now.
Okay. Well, I'll probably just do that. Just start my And I'll just wait, see what it's like tomorrow before I do another water fast.
Yeah,
If it's not
and
necessary, huh?
so ultimately, especially if you did a water fast once, which you already did, right?
Mm-hmm.
The only reason why I would tell you to ever do a water fast again is if you're the type of person who struggles with cravings.
No.
If you're somebody that you can be, diligent and disciplined, and you can
Mm-hmm.
be consistent eating the right things for the next 2 to 3 to 4 days,
Mm-hmm.
I would say don't even fast. Have this little salad that you have at the end of the day, right?
Mm-hmm.
If anything, if you want to really make sure you got color on the stick, do you have access to a treadmill
Yes.
inside your house?
Yes.
Hit that treadmill for 30 minutes,
Mm-hmm.
incline 10, speed 2.5
Okay.
to 3. Walk
Okay.
on that for 30 minutes after your salad.
Okay.
Take a shower, put that bonnet on, call it a night. I
Okay.
guarantee you're going to have color on the stick tomorrow. Based off how I know Danielle naturally moves.
Okay.
You didn't go that crazy this weekend. So I'm going to give you credit when
Okay.
it's due. You don't deserve a whole 48.
Okay.
All
Thank
right?
you.
All right, good job.
Mm-hmm.
All
All
right?
right. Thanks.
All
All
right,
right.
no problem. Speaking of the devil, Sandy, how you doing?
I'm God's child. Thank you very much.
How you been?
I'm good. Trey, I want to eat some food. So if I go upstairs right now and peel on the
Oh my
steak and it's
God,
colored,
here
do
we
I have
go.
to
Straight
keep
to
on
it.
doing my fast?
What?
If I go upstairs and there's color on my steak, do I have to continue with the fast?
Let me ask you a better question. Why are you fasting in the first place, Sandy?
Just because I'm challenging myself.
Why are you challenging yourself, Sandy?
Why not?
Sounds like a punishment to me.
At the end of the day, the day's going to end.
Okay. All right. I mean, hypothetically, in your case, if you're doing it because you're challenging yourself, I'm going to say finish out your challenge. But if you're saying, hey, Trey, I'm doing this honestly because I know I probably had some fun over the weekend and I just want to get color back in the stick so I can be in a fat burner state, then I would say go upstairs, peel on the stick. If you got color, do what you got to do. You can eat. If you don't got color, you know the vibes.
Okay, so I had fun this weekend, but my weight still dropped. Because like Valentine's Day, I went out to a Mediterranean restaurant. I had sea bass, and it came with like a herbed basmati rice. And I was like, I'm gonna eat the rice today. And I ate it, and it was so good. I was so happy to eat it. I had wine, and my scale like over the weekend, and I've been weighing myself, and it's still dropping every day.
Okay, so now let me ask you a better question, Sandy. Why are you surprised?
Because I'm so dramatic. Because I feel like if I have wine, it's gonna go up. If I have rice, it's gonna go up.
And that's what we've been working with this whole entire time while I was coaching you, right?
Yeah.
One little thing is not going to derail 6 to 7 days of consistency like I know Sandy is known to do. So, once again, if I hypothetically, God forbid, lost my job today, but I got a nest egg and I have money saved, I can kind of take my time in finding a new job, right? But let's say I was living paycheck to paycheck. I got no nest egg. I lose my job today. Best believe tomorrow what I'm going to do. Apply to jobs.
Agree.
The same thing applies here, right? So if you put in the work, now you can have more leeway on that day we decide to live your life. But if on an average day, Sandy's using the sticks, let's say she's hypothetically still using the sticks, y'all, and she's peeing on the stick and every single day her stick is pink, and then she had the basmati rice and the wine, I guarantee you the scale's going to go up. The question is now how much? But do you see what I'm saying, Sandy? Two different types of mindsets. Two different end up results, too.
Okay. Well, I haven't been using the stick. I have the sticks there, but I haven't been doing it.
That's why I said
I have been weighing myself, and I have been eating right. And I'm not, when I eat my food, I eat whole foods.
Right.
So the only snacks, I have some snacks in my house just for like when I have my little cravings. So I have Quest chips, those cinnamon roll things from that call from whatever week.
Legendary.
And then, I got these like Biscoff cookies, but it's not Biscoff. It's Choco Zero, something like that.
I've seen those before.
So those are the only snacks I have in the house.
Okay.
So if I have a little craving of something, I'll just grab one of those. But that's like maybe once or twice a week, if that. So I'm just eating whole foods, my berries, my meats, and my vegetables. Honestly.
So you know what? Let me ask you again. Tell me the worst day that you had this weekend, from start to finish.
Oh shit. Can't remember what I did. This weekend. So Saturday was Valentine's.
Yeah.
That's when I had the rice.
Okay.
Sunday was, what did I do Sunday? Okay, Sunday I had Galentine's.
Okay.
So that probably was the worst.
Probably.
But probably not. Well, okay. So I had a lot of Prosecco. Maybe like 4 glasses of that. Maybe 5.
He's having a grand time, huh?
I did.
Okay.
But the scale's still dropping. I ate meat,
Okay.
eggs, and I had 1 pancake. The pancakes were small.
Okay.
So I had that. I had a lot of, I'm not gonna lie to you, I had some berries with chocolate.
Of course.
Yeah. But, I guess that would be the worst day because of all the liquor.
Now let me ask you one question.
Mm-hmm.
How many meals did you eat that day?
It was just that.
I know.
Yeah, that was the only time I ate. So that started at 12, but we really didn't eat till like 3. So what I ate in that time that I was there, we were done by 5. That's the only thing I ate.
Okay. Yeah. And the day that on actual Valentine's Day, how many meals did you have?
I had, I want to say 2, but it really is just 1 and a snack.
So the reason
my snack was like whole food. It was probably boiled. I think it was boiled eggs that I had just to hold me over.
Right.
Yeah.
So the reason why I asked Sandy these questions, ladies, is so y'all can hear that on 2 days she had the rice, she had wine. The other day she had a pancake, she had a good amount of Prosecco. She had chocolate covered strawberries, whatever the case may be. Scale still dropped. Why is the scale still dropping even though Sandy's eating these things? Because Sandy is so calculated. If you paid attention, she still said every single time, I prioritize protein, right? And because she's eating protein, that's going to naturally cut down how many portions of the strawberries and pancakes she wants, because she's actually getting full now. But also, that was the only thing she ate the whole entire day. And then once again, Sandy, you said the Valentine's Day ended at what time?
5.
She ended off her window early.
Yeah.
She had what she want, got out of her system, ended her window early. The total outcome or the net outcome every single day, even if you had some carbs, is the scale dropping. Just like today, it was Taco Tuesday. I went to my favorite taco spot. I had their tortillas, but I was keeping it cute because now that the weather's finally breaking, now it's gonna start getting warm outside. So I had 2 tortillas of theirs. The rest I ate regular, right? Usually I go to this taco spot and have a margarita, honestly, on a Tuesday, early, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, give my body more time to metabolize it. But today I chose not to, right? So if I decided to end my window early right now, even if I decide to have a margarita early, I can expect the scale to drop. What usually happens though is after people start incorporating some drinks and they have some carbs that they like, now their cravings start to come. Now they give a flying F less, excuse my French, on if I'm eating later today or not, or whatever my goal is at the time. So Sandy had her thing. She had a Prosecco. She had her chocolate covered strawberries. Some people would usually take some of these foods home from this Valentine's Day and then eat it later as well. Now I guarantee you the scale wouldn't drop. Y'all see what I'm saying? So if you're going to have a day where you live in your life and you eat enough to the point where you're saying, hey, you know what? After this meal, I enjoyed this meal and I'm eating enough to keep me full for the rest of the day. I end my window at 5. Even with the things that you had, you can kind of expect the scale to drop. Just probably not a pound. Maybe 0.2, maybe 0.3. Right? But that's how you cheat smarter, ladies, right then and there. Even though she enjoyed herself, she cut off her window early, but she still prioritized protein. The earlier I end my window, the more time I'm going to get my body to burn body fat. The more time I'm going to get my body to burn body fat, no matter what I had earlier, I can expect the scale to drop. And now Sandy, this is a woman, by the way, who usually had issues with sleep. How many hours of sleep did you get that night?
Which one of the nights?
Valentine's Day.
That's not Galentine's or Valentine's?
Valentine's.
Valentine's. I actually came home, took a shower, was in my bed. So I want to say a full night, honestly, because I was in my bed by 7-ish.
And that's what it would require. But you know how Sandy just said, I got my bed at 7? Sandy, how old are you?
How old am I? 32. 33. One of them. 32.
Sandy is considered a YN.
Not me.
You know I'm
Not
messing with
me.
you. All right. But ultimately, Sandy prioritized her sleep on the days that she ate the things that she want. And because she prioritized her sleep, once again, it's like you're having a tricycle. Fat loss has 3 wheels: nutrition, sleep, and working out. Sandy, did you work out any day on Friday or
I
Saturday?
have been active. I have been moving. I also weightlift 4 times a week.
Okay,
Weight
so
train or whatever it's called. Weightlift.
did you
Whatever it's
work out on Friday or Saturday?
called. Friday, yes. Saturday, no. I go Wednesday to Friday,
Right.
and then Sunday. And then
So,
the other days, I'll make sure I get my steps in.
so
Whatever, just make sure I'm moving at some, just doing something.
and when you say steps in, matter of fact, let's give everybody a broad number because I know how many steps you get. How many steps on average do you get?
Usually, I try to hit 10,000, but I'm not gonna say I've done it this week.
Right.
I hit at least 6 to 8 daily.
And that is ideal.
Yeah.
6 to 8,000 steps is ideal if you want to see the scale drop consistently, ladies. But 10,000 steps now is like I'm doing this with the expectation to definitely see the scale drop. Now, question is how much? Okay, so if Sandy was riding a tricycle, right, and her journey is fat loss, she said she essentially worked out. She got 1 tire. She also said I got sleep. That's 2 tires. She said I had some wine and I had some rice, right? Let's say this tire is deflated. Sandy, are you going to be able to still ride this tricycle with 1 flat tire?
I was listening. I
Okay.
guess technically you can.
Technically, you can. This is going to be harder, right?
Yeah.
But now, if Sandy decided not to get sleep, which some of us usually do on the nights that we're drinking, now she got 2 flat tires. I guarantee her, if she was like, hey, Trey, and I also came in at 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, was on my phone, went to sleep at 1 o'clock, I guarantee you she would say, hey, Trey, scale went up. Why?
Agree.
Just because of Sandy, because I know Sandy. So ultimately, y'all, if you're at least doing 2 out of the 3 things right, you can still expect the scale to drop. But once again, majority of my clients, they're not as active, right? So if you're not active, that means every single day I am trying to move this tricycle with a flat tire in the back. It's still going to move. It's just going to be harder now. I got to definitely get some sleep, and I definitely got to eat clean. But now, if I'm not sleeping, hey, Trey, I only got 5 to 6 hours of sleep because I was dealing with my clients, or I was dealing with my patients, or I was dealing with my kids. You got 2 flat tires. Don't expect the scale to drop. But you're still losing fat. You're just delaying your gratification on you physically seeing it on the scale that day. Okay, ladies?
And also, just to let you guys know, in between the drinks I had, I was still drinking sparkling water or seltzer water. So for Valentine's Day, while I was drinking the wine, I still had a glass of sparkling water and was sipping in between.
What was the
And the day-
logic behind that?
I just love sparkling water, and
Okay.
the restaurant gave it to me, so I took it.
Right.
And then Valentine's Day, I walk around with my, the bubblies or whatever, Waterloo, whatever I want to use. I just walk around with it just in case I get thirsty. So I had them, and I was drinking it in between.
Staying hydrated. People usually crush their margaritas. The first margarita, if you pay attention to people, they probably drink that first margarita in less than 5 minutes.
Yeah.
The second margarita, it probably might take them 15 minutes. Why did it take them 5 minutes opposed to 15? Now they are hydrated.
Mm-hmm.
So Sandy was walking around making sure I'm not just relying on alcohol to stay hydrated. So if I decide to have my alcoholic beverage, maybe I should have a water with it. Cause so you don't think, or you misconstruing hydration with my body's really actually thirsty, or I'm just really enjoying this drink. Because you might realize that if I'm drinking some water along with my alcohol, it's going to take me longer to finish this alcohol. Because I'm crushing this alcohol because I'm actually just really thirsty. And alcohol is a diuretic. Which means what? It's going to naturally run through me for some of y'all. We all experienced that, right? You drink a lot of alcohol and you went to the bathroom more times than every day in your entire life versus a whole entire day of you not drinking at all. In 2 hours. right? So just make sure y'all staying hydrated, ladies, when y'all choosing to drink. So now your signals is not getting crossed with your body. Okay? That sounds like a perfect day to me, Sandy. So I really have no idea why you're choosing to fast, but that's on you.
I mean, you guys, you said we're gonna do it, so I said, okay, I'm gonna do it too.
Yeah. I say it was optional too. I did say that. Right?
I'm about to go on the stick right now. Actually, let me go see.
And let me know. I'm pretty sure it got color to it.
We gonna see.
All right. Let me know. All right. Ashley, I think you're working. You working, right? Okay, yeah, you are working. How you doing, Ashley?
I am. I'm good. I'm doing the 48-hour fast after months.
Okay.
After months.
Okay.
So I got a little 10 pounds I need to lose, so I'm getting back on my Trehunna rules. I've been very lax. I feel like I should be way larger, but I've been conscious. And I know you told me that once you lose those fat cells and you still have like the rules in your subconscious, you won't. So I haven't gone over the 10 pounds. So I'm grateful for that. So now I'm going to do a fast and get back to some more disciplined things.
Right.
So yeah, it's been a while since I've done one.
Okay. Now, Ashley, so basically, are you implying that you kind of been on my program for almost 5 months now, right?
Yeah.
And you only gained a grand total of how much pounds back, max?
10.
10.
Max.
10 max.
Yeah.
Right? So, ladies, after this journey, right, one thing I want y'all to remember, first off, Ashley was somebody who finished my program around like October, right? So, she went through all of Thanksgiving, the New Year's, and by the way, Ashley be in the streets too, y'all. Just letting y'all know. All right, so she be popping it. So she's out and about almost every single weekend. She's having drinks sometimes here and there. The holiday seasons, Valentine's Day, and on paper she gained 10 pounds, right? After 4 months or 5 months being off my program. But one thing Ashley's going to realize, which she was taught already, that once y'all lose fat, y'all, your body's kind of incapable of you gaining that fat back unless you start wilding out. But you know you're wilding out now because y'all know what wilding out means. I'm drinking wine every single day. I'm having rice and beans and the tortillas every single day. I'm going to sleep late. I'm waking up early. I'm not working out. That's what's going to require. So once Ashley finishes fast, she's going to realize, wow, I lost about 5 to 6 of those pounds magically in 48 hours. Why? At least 5 to 6 of those pounds was really water weight. That's all it requires. Okay? So y'all have something to look forward to, y'all, which is why I tell my clients, whatever their goal weight is, usually I say, okay, let's lose 5 more pounds. That way y'all have this buffer where, let's say hypothetically, Ashley's goal weight was 200 pounds. I'm going to get her to 195. So then after the course of the holiday season, all that stuff, she might be at 202, but guess what? Her goal weight was 200 anyways. Now I don't feel as daunting of a task to lose 2 pounds opposed to Ashley saying, hey, Trey, my goal weight is 205 or 200, and we really stop at 200. Now she gained 7 pounds, and now she's like, oh, man, I don't like how my body's looking. Now she feel like she got to do something dire. Okay? So after this journey, y'all do not have to eat like this for the rest of your life. This is just the ideal way to eat if your goal is to lose fat as fast as you can. Context. But every single day, you can start incorporating carbs every single day. Like I incorporate carbs every single day. No, they're not low carb. No, they're not keto. Actually, you can incorporate carbs every single day. That's not low carb or keto. But because she is back on track, she's trying to lose this 10 pounds. By the way, it's not like she's trying to lose 10 pounds and try to get back to a weight. She's trying to get to or see a new number on the scale. Right? So it's really about 5 pounds you really want to lose and lose an extra 5 pounds on top. And the best way to do that is if you kind of follow the tenets or the principles of this lifestyle. All right? So you know what? I know you're working, Ashley, so this is my last question to you. Out of all the main things that you do to kind of maintain your weight, what is the only thing that you do on an average day that's helping you maintain your weight to the best of your ability? Are you still doing a window somewhat? Are you still kind of eating more protein? What are you doing?
Protein focused and not having too many carbs on my plate still. So still protein, And then the processed stuff, I would say, like my body doesn't like processed food. So if I'm gonna do something, I try to do it good quality. Like I don't want the cheap, like the chips are cheap. Like I don't have an affinity for those things. So if I'm gonna do it, I do better quality things, protein forward still, even if I'm gonna have carbs. I haven't done the window. But if I did the window, I probably would be less weight. But yeah,
There you go.
I'm still doing all the other stuff.
Okay. So just to answer y'all question, there you go. So Ashley doesn't follow a window every single day, but if she still decides to be protein focused, right, and decides to be mindful where her carb sources is coming from, that by itself is gonna help her maintain her weight. She don't gotta do it nothing else really crazy. Okay, so you got to make a choice. Which one is easiest and the best for you? Me, it's kind of easy for me to follow a window because no matter what, I'm never hungry around until 2 o'clock. So today, my first meal is at 3 o'clock. Right. The only time I eat earlier is if my partner wants to grab something to eat for breakfast or something like that. And then I'm like, okay, I'm gonna eat this breakfast just because I don't want you to be mad because y'all know women, y'all be mad if y'all eating and your partner's not eating with you. Right. So I'm gonna go ahead and eat this meal with you, even though I literally have zero desire to eat. That's the only reason time I eat. But on an average day, I follow a window. But because I'm following the window, I'm also incorporating a carb every single day that I like because I'm still eating protein focused. And I always get sleep. I always prioritize my sleep, no matter what. So as long as y'all doing 2 out of the 3 things, ladies, you're gonna notice that not only your weight is gonna be maintained, but you're gonna see it drop on the average week, even if you're not following the window. The window is just going to amplify your results. But that's not the reason why you're seeing the scale drop all the times. It's the fact that you're making better quality choices. Okay? All right. Katisha, how you do today?
Hi.
You're so dry. How was your day?
It was okay.
It was good?
I didn't sleep last night, but I went to bed early, but I think I was having a menopausal situation. So I was just tossing and turning and very hot.
Okay. Is your house still feeling like Africa in there or no?
No.
You sure?
Mm-mm.
10 o'clock. What is your thermostat set at?
I don't have a thermostat. I live in Brooklyn.
Okay. All right. That makes sense. So, what vitamins are you taking to kind of help with your menopausal symptoms?
What did I take yesterday? Let me see. My supplements are, I took my magnesium taurate, my vitamin code, vitamin D3, keto electrolytes, liposome, DME.
What's liposome?
Huh?
What is liposome?
What is liposome?
Mm-hmm.
What the hell is this again?
Usually that's a type of supplement, but it's not like the actual thing. You see what I'm saying?
I don't remember what this is for.
Okay,
What
that's
is
cool.
Yeah. And my super beets, beet chews.
Okay.
That's okay.
All right. Well, that wasn't bad. You say you was tossing and turning that night?
Yeah, I was hot. I kept throwing the blanket off and on, so yeah,
Okay.
I wasn't sleeping right.
I know at one point in time you tried the fish liver oil. Are you still trying that or no?
No.
Okay. That'll help. I'm just gonna throw that out there again. Okay. But there's another supplement that's not fish liver oil, by the way. That's called DIM. That will help you a lot with some of your hot flashes, night sweats, little things like that. That comes with menopause as well. I'm not sure if you ever heard of that before.
Them.
Yeah. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna share my screen so just so we can all check that out. So yeah, ladies, if you're dealing with menopause, one of the best things you can do is making sure you're eating enough fats. That's gonna help you
Isn't
regulate
that what this is?
what.
Liposomal.
But that's why I asked you that. Cause I said liposomal is a way you what you do. You drink it or you rub it on yourself. Which one?
No, this is these are vegetable capsules.
Okay.
Liposomal Dim E plus.
So it's them.
Yeah.
So it is them. That's what I'm saying. Okay. All right. So that's what I'm talking about. Now, what time are you taking your dim?
This is 1 tablet a day, I believe. So I take it early. Maybe I should take it at night. I don't
Yeah,
know.
you gotta take it later at night, especially when you're about to get prepared to sleep. That's gonna help a little bit better.
Okay.
Okay. But long story short, ladies, DIM basically helps support estrogen metabolism. All right. The reason why when you're in menopause, you start tossing and turning is because your body is literally having less estrogen in its body, and now your adrenals is the only thing that's really producing your estrogen in your body. You know, ovaries produce majority of your estrogen in your body, but once menopause happens, then now your adrenals is the main thing that's promoting or producing estrogen. But if you're somebody that lives a stressful lifestyle, your body's gonna not produce the estrogen that it needs. It's gonna instead produce the cortisol that it needs. Y'all see what I'm saying? So that's why it's imperative for y'all to make sure you manage your stress during menopause, especially if you want to have quality sleep. And also, once again, make sure you're prioritizing your sleep. Okay? So DIM is a great supplement. Dorn is a good brand, by the way. Anytime you see Dorn, it's good for you. Okay? And another one is going to be Pure Encapsulations. So if I type in Pure Encapsulations, boom, you get this. This will be ideal. Oh, matter of fact, I don't think I'm sharing my screen to this one. Let me see. But this will be good as well if you're somebody that's dealing with menopausal symptoms. All right. All right. But we know what it is. Make sure you try to get some sleep tonight.
I tried to get it last night. I went to bed early.
What time is early?
10? I was
Okay.
no, actually I was in bed by 9 something.
Okay. Now, I already know the right questions to ask you. Now you're in bed. What are you doing in bed? 10 o'clock to
What?
11 o'clock.
No, I was in bed
Doing what?
laying down.
Doing what?
I wasn't scrolling on my phone. I wasn't watching TV. I
Okay.
did all of that before I came into my bedroom. My bedroom is usually my rest place. I don't usually watch TV and stuff in my room.
Okay. So basically, you were staring at the ceiling like a vampire until you fall asleep.
No, listen, it never takes me any time to fall asleep. I never have an issue falling asleep.
Oh, you have
So
an issue staying
I
the same.
close my eyes, I say my prayers, and I'm off.
Okay. All right, that's good. Well, maybe a fan might help.
I have my fan blowing full blast.
And you still had to kick off the covers?
It just was not working. I don't know. Last night, I was just, I haven't had that kind of episode in a minute.
Okay.
So
All right.
I don't know what happened last night.
Well, if it's an anomaly or it don't happen as much, then I'm not worried about it. All right. But if it happens like for the rest of the week, make sure you let me know. All right, Katisha?
Yeah, because I only lost like 2 ounces.
Okay. I mean, it still dropped, but yeah. It's because, you didn't get restful sleep last night.
Yeah.
Okay? All right. Well, thank you for sharing. I know you're good.
Trey,
What's up, Sandy?
this thick as pink.
I know it is.
It's like between the 15 and 40.
Okay. So, what should you do?
I think I'm gonna stick it out till I get the purple.
I knew you was gonna say that regardless. Yeah, I know you crazy. I know my clients, y'all. I knew no matter what happened, she seen on that stick, she was still gonna do it. So just go ahead and do it.
All right, cool.
All right.
All right.
All right. Johanna, how you doing?
Hey, I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. So I just want to let everybody know, first things first, I want to highlight Johanna. She just came back living her best life from Turks and Caicos, gave herself a couple days to bounce back, and she sees a brand new number on the scale. Okay, and she was very afraid to go out in the Turks and Caicos because she been being so consistent with her diet plan that she didn't want nothing to disrupt what she got going on, and she realized that she didn't gain as much weight as she anticipated, right? So Johanna, tell us about your experience at Turks. First off, how was the food? What was your favorite excursion? And what did you have to do to kind of bounce back to get you back on track?
Thank you. I had a lot of fun. The food, I mean, I tried keeping it cute the first few days, like limiting my alcohol, going on walks every day, but midweek I was just living life.
Yep.
Peas and rice every day, jerk chicken, oxtails. I couldn't pass up the food, I'm there. So I was living life, but I was still mindful of, like, I'm not going to eat just to eat. And then when I got back, I just bounced right back on track the very next day. And then I think I had my call with you early on that week, and we actually incorporated more carbs and like being less stressed out and getting better sleep. And I did and like an extra 3 pounds in that first maybe like week and a half. Week and a half to 2 weeks, yeah.
Yeah. So you only gained 3 pounds in Turks and Caicos after a week.
No, I gained 7.
Oh, okay. All right. But you said basically you was able to get it off, right?
So I lost all of that. Yeah, I lost all that plus an extra 3 pounds. Like I hit a new low.
Okay. So what did you have to do to kind of get back? Did you do a fast or you just got back to what you was doing?
No, I was going to, and then you told me I need to stop being so hard on myself. And you actually told me to actually relax and have more carbs. So that was the week we were incorporating potatoes into my meals. And just making sure I was eating enough, so that I noticed that having more of the carbs kept me from like snacking after work before my second meal, and then I was actually hungry for my next meal, so I would just have a full meal instead of snacking.
There you go. Okay. So ultimately, Johanna was somebody where she was so gung-ho about hitting her goal that she was really kind of having like no carbs. The only carbs that she was having on the average day was basically some raspberries, some strawberries, some cucumbers, and tomatoes. That's it. Right? So it got to a point where I noticed Johanna was simply just not eating enough. So I was like, you know what? Let's do an experiment. I want you to switch over to the better type of carbs. So Johanna been having basically this whole entire week. What type of carb?
I was having potatoes last week. This week I started incorporating sweet potato because I was craving it.
Which is fine.
So I made that for the first time yesterday. We'll see today. I had it for today, so I'll see what the scale looks like tomorrow.
Now, out of all the carbs and all the starches you could have possibly picked, Johanna, why did you pick a potato?
It's easier to meal prep. My work schedule is kind of crazy, but also like when I enjoy it and it's gonna keep me full.
Simple as that.
And I've been adding a green vegetable also, so I'll either have like broccoli or Brussels sprouts along with it.
Okay, so ladies, if you actually Google what is the most satiating food on earth outside of protein, the number one thing or what's gonna hit is potatoes, right? Potatoes is not bad. It's how we prepare potatoes that are bad. So even when me and Johanna had this conversation, she's having potatoes, I didn't even have to ask Johanna how she's preparing it. Because watch this. Johanna, what did you put in your potatoes?
Just seasoning a little bit of the avocado, but the spray oil, and then air fried it.
So she didn't say butter. She didn't say sour cream. She didn't say chives. She didn't say bacon. She didn't have a loaded baked potato. Because her main fat source came from avocados. Once again, y'all know avocados is good. Just keep it cute with how much avocados you have. Nothing more than an avocado a day, right? But because she had still majority protein with some potatoes, it's not that deep. And now, did you have the little small potatoes, Johanna, or did you have like a large potato?
No, I just went with the big. I just went with what was at home.
Right.
My sister had red potatoes, so I took some of those from her.
Okay, so red potato, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so if I type in red potato nutrition facts on Google, let me share my screen. A potato is going to have about 150 calories. Once again, we don't care about calories. About 34 grams of carbs. To be specific, it's going to be like 33 net carbs. Red potatoes, once again, the best colored vegetables is a part of the rainbow. So if I Google a white potato to a red potato is going to have a little bit more fiber in it, less carbs in it than a white potato. A sweet potato is going to have less carbs in it and more fiber in it than a regular white potato. So if your potato got color to it, that's always going to be more ideal, right? But now if it got 34 grams of carbs and 3 grams of fiber, that's about 30 to 31 net carbs. That is not that bad, especially if she's not doing it twice. So now, Johanna, let's say hypothetically your first meal is a side of potatoes with what?
So my lunches were ground beef, potato, and a vegetable. So let's say broccoli.
Okay. Now, and just so people have more context too, how much ground beef?
Because I do like my biggest meal is just lunch, and then I was having trouble with having like bigger meals at night. I was having like 10 to 12 ounces, depending on which ground beef I had.
Right. Okay. So hypothetically, let's do a numbers game. Okay. Let's say Johanna had a serving of potatoes, right? A serving of potatoes has about 31 net carbs. Or let's do the high end. Why not? 34 net carbs. Cool, right? Let's say it had no fiber in it. If I type in 100G broccoli nutrition facts, once again, 100G stands for 1 cup. This is a serving size of broccoli, right? Why is it not showing the nutrition facts though? Cool, you know what? Let me just click on this. So if I click on broccoli, it got about 5.6 grams of carbs. I'm not going to say it got no fiber in it, right? So 34 plus 5 is 39 carbs. So on Johanna's plate, she got 39 grams of carbs sitting right here on the side. But why that doesn't matter? Because she ate enough protein. What do I mean by that? If Johanna decided to have the 100 grams of broccoli with the potatoes and 4 ounces of ground beef nutrition facts, what does that give us? 24 grams of protein. Of course, you already know beef has a nominal amount of carbs. It don't got really any carbs. But only 24 grams of protein. 24 grams of protein opposed to 39 grams of carbs. I guarantee if Johanna had a day like this and then she kind of had something similar later in the day, the scale would not drop. Why? She had overall more carbs in the day than protein. Once again, protein is the accelerator or the gas pedal. Carbs is the brakes. If I'm hitting the brakes more times than the gas pedal, I should not expect this car to go too far, if at all. Right? But Johanna specifically said, because she's been on my program for so long, she said, hey, Trey, I didn't have 4 ounces of protein, which a lot of women do. That's equivalent to y'all having 2 eggs in the morning. Hey, Trey, I had 2 eggs and 2 slight strips of bacon. Okay, let me see something. 2 eggs, nutrition facts. 2 eggs, nutrition facts. You're giving your body 147 calories and 12 grams of protein. 12 grams of protein. So when y'all saying, hey, Trey, some days I like to have 2 eggs and 2 strips of bacon, I'm going to ask you, that's not a big enough meal. Why are you doing that? Why? Because every single meal you want to have at least baseline, bare minimum, by the way, 30 grams of protein. So if I'm only getting about 12 grams of protein per egg or per 2 eggs, maybe I should have 4 eggs with the strips of bacon. And now some of y'all are going to say, well, Trey, that's a lot. I never eat 4 whole eggs, right? But the irony is, if we multiply 147 times 2, that's only 294 calories. Now, let's compare. If I type in some, matter of fact, Dunkin' Donuts glazed donut nutrition facts. This got 260 calories right here. That's more than your eggs, basically. But nobody has no problem eating the donut. If anything, you could probably eat 2. Why? because this eggs got the protein and fat in it that's going to stimulate your gut to produce some hormones that, hey, this person's actually eating, but when you're having a high refined starch, it's overriding that. That's why you can eat 3 donuts and feel like, oh, I still got some room, versus you having 4 eggs. Because your body's picking up the signals that, hey, this person is actually eating. Let me tell my brain, my hypothalamus, that, hey, food is coming in. We can choose or stop releasing the hormone that's going to make you hungry, which is ghrelin. Okay? So, Johanna's first meal, she had 12 ounces of ground beef. That's equivalent to y'all going to Five Guys and essentially getting 2 patties, right? So 12 ounces ground beef, nutrition facts. Let's see how much protein that is. That is about 400 to 500 calories. That sounds like a meal now, y'all. 73 grams of protein. At least, even if you get the one that's not 93.7 or 85.15, that's going to be at least 60 grams of protein. 60 grams of protein compared to 39 grams of carbs. Now Johanna is having potatoes and still seeing the scale drop, because no matter what, her protein outweighs the carbs. That's what more protein on your plate really means. That's why I tell y'all have 2 proteins to 1 carb. Johanna had essentially 1 protein to 2 carbs, but because she had 2 servings of this protein to 2 carbs, it's not that deep. But if she would have had 1 serving, like I showed y'all earlier, to that 2 carbs, it would have been that deep. Y'all picking up what I'm putting down? So make sure you double the dosage of your protein, and then if you start getting used to that, now you can start incorporating the carbs that you like. And now Johanna, because she chose to have sweet potatoes today, let's compare. Red potatoes had 34 grams of carbs, right? So if I type in sweet potato nutrition facts, and we all know that sweet potatoes is actually the healthiest version of all potatoes, it naturally comes with how many carbs? It comes with 41 grams of carbs. Actually, I know for a fact, you know what? It's saying 200 grams. So if you cut that down in half, because a real sweet potato only has 100 grams of carbs, or 100 grams, now it's really about 20 carbs, period. So now Johanna can expect the scale to drop more because she's still having a sweet potato. That's going to keep her full. That also got fiber in it. Once again, all the best type of carbs comes with fiber, right? About 25% of the net carbs. Now she can expect the scale to drop more and she's still having a potato. All right. So in the beginning, y'all, the reason why I tell y'all no beans, no corn, no bread, no rice, no potatoes is because I know for a fact y'all already have an association with the portions with the potatoes. But once you've been on this program for X amount of time, and I know that you could trust your own discernment and trust your own portion sizes, now you can start playing around with white potatoes or red potatoes or sweet potatoes and expect the scale to drop, because Johanna also knows that if you're going to have a potato, Johanna, should you have it earlier during the day or later?
I have it earlier.
There you go.
I have it with the first meal.
That's it. Okay. So I had a client earlier that had sweet potatoes as her last meal. Scale went down, but only like 0.2. Johanna having it earlier, I will not be surprised if she loses a pound tomorrow.
Can I ask you a quick question? Sorry, I got called into work and I just got here.
Talk to me.
But so that dim thing that you were saying, so you know my sleep is a big issue, and this weekend I think I reached a new low because even though I was out and about, I was sleeping in, so I still got my 8 hours, which I haven't gotten, I can't tell you how long ago. And then naturally, of course, I'm back on call, and I've gained like 3 pounds in the last 2 days because I've been getting really bad sleep. But then also yesterday, I went to bed at like 9:45 and still couldn't sleep. So do you think that's something that will help? It's just my thoughts. I can't calm my thoughts no matter what I do.
Well, first off, you're not in menopause. So if you know sleep is an issue, and I know you're taking your magnesium glycinate, like when you're in bed, are you on your phone at all? Or are you on the TV? What are you doing?
Sometimes I'm on my phone, but yesterday, like lately, I've been purposeful about leaving it off to the side. I just get into like my position and feel like, and it's frustrating because my brain just goes on about
just the randomest things. Like
That's my point. So what I want you to do is, instead of you saying, which is why I asked Katisha earlier, what are you doing in the bed? Instead of y'all, if you're not the type of person who trained their body to go to sleep when I turn everything off, some of us, our thoughts is now our entertainment, right? And our thoughts keep us up. You're thinking about, oh, I could have did this earlier. Oh, what I gotta do tomorrow. Your thoughts is always going, right? So in that case, Johanna, are you taking your vitamin B12 or your one a day multivitamin?
Yeah, I'm taking everything. I've been pretty consistent with it.
Okay.
Sorry for the noise. Also, I just walked into work.
No, that's fine.
I've been consistent with it, but I don't know what it is. I'm really trying. I don't know. And also, the only reason I brought it up is because I know you're talking about hormones, but I think I told you I had stopped my birth control like 2 months ago.
Yeah.
And then everything's just been kind of irregular. Like my period just skipped this month. So I don't know if that's playing an effect into everything too, and that's why I can't sleep.
And that could be it too. So it kind of takes your body like 6 to 8 months to bounce back after birth control. Especially if you were taking the pills. Were you taking pills?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So you gotta let your body just doing its own little thing. But what I am gonna tell you is, instead of Johanna trying to go to sleep without any stimulus, watch whatever you want to watch. Something on Netflix, something on Hulu, something on TikTok, something like that on your phone. Because your brain only goes crazy when you don't got nothing to kind of like, you're not giving it direction or a stimulus. But if you're watching something, now you're not going to be thinking as much. Because now your eyes are part of your brain. A lot of people don't know that. That's why they say some people can't do two things at once. So if you're watching something, you're not going to be thinking as much. But if you're not using your eyes, now you're going to be having more energy for your thoughts. Okay? So watch something on the phone. But once again, turn on your blue light filter, because I know you got an iPhone. And you're going to notice that you're watching something on your phone and you go to sleep every single time. So every single night. Well, go ahead.
So I usually do, I'll keep myself busy, but I thought that, so sometimes it would be like a double-edged sword, because then I'd be like, oh, I don't want to go to sleep now, and now I'm up later.
Try it.
So that's why I just stopped it altogether, but that's good to know. So
try it tonight.
I'll try it first.
But once again, watch something with the blue light filter on. Do not be, oh, I'm watching something, and then 10 minutes later, oh, I got a text. Let me text somebody back. Or, oh, yeah, also, I want to see what my Instagram is doing. Don't do none of that. 10 o'clock, and that's why you start laughing. 10 o'clock, nothing but I am watching whatever I want to watch, whatever series I want to watch, and that's the only thing I'm doing.
Okay.
And prop up your phone.
All right,
that way you do less touching.
I'll do my best.
All right?
Okay, thank you.
All right, ladies, I know this call is about to end in like 30 seconds, so if y'all got a question, you can ask now, speak now, forever hold your peace. If not, we're going to do another call on Thursday. You already know the vibes. Do anybody got any questions I answer real quick?
Yeah, real quick. I feel like I spoke a lot today. From my myself this morning, and I just weighed myself again just because I've lost 1.2 pounds.
Why are you surprised, Sandy?
In the day? I never seen that happen before.
Why are you surprised, Sandy? What did you eat today?
Nothing.
And what was your stick color?
Pink.
So what do you think your body was doing in order for you to do all these activities that you was doing today?
Burning fat.
There you go. Magic. Voila.
Okay. I was just wondering, I was like,
Okay?
Okay.
So that's the beauty of staying in fat burning mode. And that's what I'm trying to tell somebody like, once again, Sandy, who goes a little bit hard. If you're doing the right thing on average, you have more leeway. Your body's going to react better. Okay? But you got to build up to this process. It's not going to take 1 week. It's not going to take 2 weeks. You got to be consistent with this like Sandy has been doing for the past 3 to 4 months. All right? All y'all literally doing is unraveling a whole lot of bad habits that y'all accumulated for 30 plus years. So once you unravel and the snowball's picking up steam this way, you're going to notice that, now, wow, my body's actually working with me a little bit more. All right? But in that, thank y'all for making this call. Next call will be on Thursday. If you still have a question, shoot me a text, please. All right, y'all?